Hello everybody. Now today we're going to be taking this farrier's rasp and we're going to be making it into a knife. I'm not going to be forging this because I want to preserve all these little triangles, and so we're going to be doing stock removal on this. Now the way that I started this off is I put this in the forge, heated it up, let it slowly cool down to allow it to anneal. Now I'm going to paint a template on it. I actually already have right there, and what I used was just a piece of paper. And so I cut this template out, laid it on there, spray painted over it. And you may be wondering, why did you throw it in the forge and heat it up? Couldn't you have just stock removaled it without all of that? And the answer is no, because here's why. Sometimes you get files that are through hardened. The entire file is hardened, and you can do that. You can turn that directly into a knife just with cutting it out with an angle grinder and then grinding it on the belt grinder or using flap discs. This is not one of those files. This file is known as a file that has been case hardened. Now, case hardening is just where the outside of the file is hardened, but the center core of the file is soft. Now, with those kind, if you go to the trouble of cutting your knife out and beveling it, and then you finish your knife off, you will absolutely have a soft edge, because as you grind through this down into the core of the file, you're going to get to soft steel, and it will not hold an edge at all. It'll deform if you chop anything. So with this one, like I said, I heated it up, let it anneal. I'm going to take it over to the bandsaw and cut it out. I've already put my template on it. So I'm going to go over to the bandsaw and cut this knife out. And then we're going to go through the process as if it was just a regular knife. We're going to roughen the bevels. We're going to heat treat it and temper it, all of that. So with that being said, I do have a piece of antler crown that I'm going to be using for the handle here. And I'm also going to be using some brass for the guard. So let's get over to the bandsaw and get this cut out and move along. Okay, also before in the comment section I get the inevitable, why didn't you just put the tang portion here where the tang of the file is? That is strictly a design choice by me, because I want these lines to go all the way down to where it meets the guard on both sides. I don't want to have a weird flat spot where nothing's at. Sure, you could probably get in there and position that around, but if you notice, the teeth are square on this side, and on this side there's an angle. To me, it just kind of looks off, and so I wanted it to go all the way down to where the guard is. Strictly a decision on my part. If you like it the other way, have at it, scoot it on down. So I've got several of these. I'm using this one piece for this one specific knife, so nothing else will be made out of it. So here's where we are. I got the hole drilled down in the piece of antler there for the tang to go in. And this will be a thick knife. This will be almost 1/4 of an inch thick, thickness of the rasp. So I'm going to take some Dicam layout fluid. I'm going to put some along the edge and along the spine. And then I'm going to use my, get that back in focus, use my height gauge here to scribe some lines to grind up to. And then we'll be ready for heat treat. So let's jump on that right quick. Alright, so everything went well in the quench, didn't have any warps, no cracks. I tempered this for two 2-hour cycles at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I've already used my height gauge to scribe the edge. If you wonder what a height gauge is, it's this right here. I used a height gauge to scribe my edge, and so I'm going to get my file guide put on there, go over to the grinder, and get my bevels finalized. And then we'll move on to looking at the guard. Alright, so here we are. The last thing you seen me do was drill some holes in here with a bit. I did take it to the milling machine next and use an end mill and mill out the slot there, or move the webbing in there. And then I took it and I used a file to clean it all up and to file these areas in here for it to set in nicely, and then cut the bar. Had all of that, I thought I had all of that recorded, but apparently my camera stopped right after the drilling of the holes. So I've got a different camera now, and we're going to move forward. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and I'm going to remove this excess material back here. And if you notice on this end here, let's make sure that's in focus. Yeah, you can see I've scribed around the antler. So I've laid the antler with the knife tang up in the handle, and I've scribed around it to kind of make sure where everything is. And so I'm going to transfer these lines here down the side and then across the back, and then go to the bandsaw and remove that. Then I should be ready to actually lay out how I want my guard to look. Now I cut this extra long on purpose, so I will take it and scribe some lines and get it sorted out, and then we'll grind it all to shape, and besides just cleanup and stuff, we'll be ready to go. So alright. Alright, so here's where we are. That's the shape I'm going to go with on the front portion of the guard lug. And this is what I'm going to do here on the side profile. So I think it should look pretty good. So I'm going to go over to the bandsaw, I'm going to cut it off right here. And then we're going to go on the grinder and get the shape and everything. Alright, so I've got everything shaped. I'm going to go over to the buffing wheel now and buff it and get it all polished up, and then we'll be ready for glue up. Almost there. Let's get it done. So what I'm going to start with is black compound, and I'm going to buff it with it, and then I'll switch over to a green compound. If you do it differently, let me know in the comments, because I'm always looking for better ways to do things, and I'm open for suggestions. So that being said, let's get to buffing this. Alright, I've got all the components in this box. I'm going to take them and glue them all up, and I'll catch you in a minute with the finished knife. See you shortly. Alrighty, there's how it turned out. Out of all the rasp knives I've ever made, this has to be my favorite so far. Really happy with it. I think everything turned out great. That being said, I appreciate you checking this out. Hit that sub button if you would. Ring the notification bell to notify me of this content as it posts. And if you're already subscribed, check and see if you've got the notification bell turned on. I'd really appreciate it. I appreciate you all. You have a good one. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.